Hi everybody, I'm Mitchell Whitfield and welcome to this episode of Men in Shorts.
Wow, you totally
Were you, no?
No, let's try.
It's your cue card,
no,
sorry.
No, that's okay, ready?
I'll let
I'm
you
try
read
to,
the
here we go.
teleprompter. Hi everybody, I'm...
Hey everybody.
.com, .org, .edu.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Your Tech Report video. You didn't interrupt me this time, I don't know what to do. Now you'll notice I am not alone. I'm not alone right now. I actually have someone on the couch with me, one of the most talented voice actors in the industry. Don't look around, it is you. It is Roger Craig Smith. Hey man, thanks for doing this. Thanks for doing this today.
It's my buddies, Mitchell.
Now listen,
Mitchie the Kid.
I am Mitchie the Kid.
Mitchie the Kid Whitfield.
If you don't know Roger Craig Smith, well, first of all, shame on you. We shouldn't be shaming people in videos.
No, that's true, that's horrible.
It's a new age. We can't shame
It's
people
all
anymore.
inclusive, we're very inclusive.
You know what? Instead of saying shame on you,
Congratulations for not knowing me.
you know what? You probably, whether you know or not, you have definitely heard Roger on many different things. After all, he is the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, boy.
Captain America.
Yes.
Ezio in Assassin's Creed.
Si.
So many animated series. He's probably the voice of one of your favorite TV shows. But not just that. He's also a stand-up comedian, a musician.
Former.
Is still
Former and former.
but still former musician, former stand-up comedian, and a really amazing astrophotographer. Dude, is there anything you can't do?
No. And really, to say that a garage band drummer is a former musician is an insult to musicians everywhere, just so, yeah.
Because I do think there's a certain musicality to the voice business. To being a voice artist, an actor, there is a certain rhythm and musicality to it.
For sure.
In terms of the comedy, the stand-up, we're doing a lot of ad-libs and the timing, all that stuff translates to what you do now.
Yeah. No, we say this all the time. We'll be in like different sessions, and there is an inherent sort of musicality to what goes on in like a radio play of sorts, because that's usually how we record like an animation session.
Right.
Is it's an ensemble cast, everybody's around different microphones, and there is a sort of like cadence and a melody to the way
there's a rhythm.
Yeah, the lines are done. And there's a ton of people that are in our industry that are former musical theater geeks. You know, there's a lot of former stand-up comics.
The voiceover industry is so wonderful. Being a voice actor is one of the best gigs in the world. You know, if we sound the part, we can be the part. And that's something I wanted to bring up because listen, you're a good-looking guy. You're fit. You take care of yourself. But there's a good chance you wouldn't have been cast as Captain America for the movies. I'm just saying there's a chance.
Never.
But we get to do these voices that we may not necessarily have gotten to do if it was us complete as opposed to just our voice.
True. Yeah.
Which is really kind of great.
I'm always baffled by when I meet like certain like on-camera actors who sort of poo-poo the notion of like pursuing voiceover.
Right.
When I just think, yeah, but I mean, quite literally, I've talked to producer friends of mine who say like, yeah, we know within 30 seconds of you walking in the room, if we're casting something, if it's going to work, almost secondary to your acting chops.
But I also think there's that sort of point of view from outsiders saying, people tell me I have a good voice, I can do this
I can
too.
do that,
But
yeah.
we're here to tell you, although it is open to everyone, and if you do have the chops, not just the voice, but all the skills that go with that, of course it's open to people, but it's more than just having a voice, because I don't really have a great speaking voice. People hear me and go, you have a great tone to that voice.
I know.
I sound great, Mom.
Thanks.
My mom thinks I sound good. But it really is more than just about how you sound. There's a lot of work, training, execution, being able to read a script and dissect it very quickly. So there's a skill set that goes way beyond, people say I have a great voice, I should do this.
And acting is acting is acting. It's literally just, I mean, you have to be a performer. That's the thing I think a lot of people don't understand. They just assume it's like, well, we're just reading a script out loud or this kind of thing. And you go, yeah, there are some who do it that way. They don't work as much as the other people who are going to give a performance. And it's like, yes, there's certain technical things you have to know at distance from the mic and not turn your head and not hit your music stand and not move around too much and have your clothing make all sorts of
Basic
noise.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, but so there's that skill set, but really and truly at the end of the day, it's a performance. And I think a lot of people are they don't understand that it's like quite literally it is secondary to how you sound or not it is secondary, it's primary. It's primary and secondary.
I lost you
it's
at
the
the
forefront.
voice of Sonic
I'm trying
the
to use
Hedgehog.
big words.
Yeah, I know.
know.
But I know
It's
what
so
you're
much
saying.
gooder if you can act.
Let's start answering some questions from your Twitter followers.
All right. OC Tostone. Octostone. Octostone? OC Tostone?
Octostone?
Ask your doctor if Octostone is right for you. Says,
I think it's Octostone.
What's the oldest piece of tech that you have? Still functional / used or nostalgic? The oldest piece of tech.
That's actually a really
That's a
good
one.
question.
Okay, if we're going to call this tech,
Yes.
it would have been tech for its time, I suppose,
Ugh.
is a pair of like what do they call them? Like not like looking glasses. This pair of like very old what we would call binoculars. But
Did it have like multiple
glasses.
lenses on them so you can?
No, it was just one set, and it's like it was almost like opera type things, but they're they're binocular size. They're about
Right.
that sort of wide around. I guess that would be the oldest piece of tech. I'm trying to think. Like I have what's known as a modded Xbox. Yeah.
What?
I know this is like probably before your time, but no, there was a device
What is
called
this
the
you speak of?
Xbox.
Yes.
Yes, exactly, and they've come out with subsequent, I think, 40 versions since
Right.
then.
Yeah.
And this one was the original Xbox.
Oh, the big one with the Duke
It was
controller.
the size of a small car.
Yes.
And that was the controller.
Yeah.
The box itself was,
Huge.
like a big rig 18-wheeler, and just as noisy, ironically.
Yes. But this answers. This kind of goes into the next question that
All
one
right.
of your followers, and that's Will Attar.
Yes.
I think I'm saying that right. Hey Roger, are you a gamer? Now we know that you obviously voice a lot of games.
Yes.
Do you actually? Are you a gamer as well?
I feel like I have to turn in my gamer card, like just because I have not, as you know, we've
I wanted to let you
often
answer.
gamed together,
Yes.
and I have not been diligent. I have not been good about my gaming.
Yes. Are you trying to say you haven't been a good friend? Is that
No,
what you're saying?
well, that in your eyes, that would make me a bad friend for not having.
I'm not
gamed
saying that
enough.
out loud. I mean, you
get it.
said it. I didn't.
That's fine. But no, I've not. I would like to consider myself a gamer, but I have not gamed in quite some time. So yeah, but yes, I am a gamer. I am familiar. I have a PlayStation.
Console of choice right now. You have the PlayStation.
I'm always an
PS4.
Xbox.
Oh, yeah,
I'm always an
Xbox
Xbox guy.
Yeah,
I'm
I
always
am
an
too. I have
Xbox.
them all, but my main, and I think it comes down to what I always tell people. Go where your friends are. Go where you're going to have the
Yeah,
most social
Xbox
fun
Live and all that kind of
experience. So
stuff,
for
yeah.
me,
Yeah.
it's been Xbox Live, and the Xbox platform. Although I do play on I see a lot of people defecting. By the way,
Really?
my son, his friends. I can't play with my son
PlayStation?
anymore unless I go to PS4 because
No,
everyone's
I'm out.
defecting.
Then they're not your friends. Then you need to it's time to disown your son.
Did I just disown my son?
I think you might have.
Sorry, Ryan. We had a good 15-year run.
He disowned himself when you think about it. I have a Nintendo Switch in the box at home, unopened.
You've-
you know?
whoa.
I've
You've
not
never
opened it. Never opened the thing. Sorry.
Have I taught you nothing?
No, this is why I'm saying I should turn in my gamer card because it's like I'm letting everybody down.
Okay, so I know this is kind of cliche. People always say it's like being asked to pick my favorite child, and I'm going to ask it anyway, even though it's become a cliche.
Okay.
Looking back, movies, TV shows, any voice work, what would you say is your favorite performance of mine?
Of yours.
Why is that?
My cousin Vinny.
If you had to pick a character, I know that's so hard. Is there a certain character that you feel, I feel like a certain affinity for, or a certain closeness, either because you've done it for a while or because it's something that, I never thought I'd be able to do that? Is there one character like that for you? I know it's a hard question.
Yeah, and I used to I don't know, I think I used to try to think that there was one, but
Right.
now it's like everything, like every little character, like every time I'm on somebody else's show, I'm always just like, it's just good to be in the room. Obviously, I could say that playing Ezio was a total honor, and it was really cool to be able to be a part of like 3 games and,
Right.
and a very successful franchise. Getting to be Batman has just been insane.
I didn't even mention Batman.
Exactly.
You're the
it's like-
voice of Batman. And
from
actually, my
Arkham
favorite.
Origins and,
It doesn't matter. You don't have to
Okay.
downplay Arkham
All right.
because, in my opinion, probably the best Batman voice around today.
Thank you.
I just had to say that. No offense to my
Very
other
nice
friends
of
who
you.
also voice Batman.
You're gonna probably hear some people have some opinions.
I
on
understand, but listen, it's a personal thing.
Yeah. No, I think it's and if I was to think about like the one that kind of had the most sort of like an emotional attachment to me, it was working on planes and getting to do Ripslinger and that. I just remember thinking, there's no way that they're gonna keep me in this role because I'm just a VO guy. I'm not a celebrity, and typically now, sadly, with so many of these projects, they go with celebrity voices
course,
for the
stunt
major
casting,
things.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's answer some questions.
Yeah.
You wanna answer tech
this
questions?
is your techie week. What week report in tech?
Your tech report.
Your weekly report tech.
Your tech report.
Your tech report.
I sent you a
Okay.
text that had the name in it.
Rapport, like as in not Colbert Report, but like the report. Like I have a good rapport with my tech.
No, it's tech
you're
report.
weak in tech.
This is why I do
This is
the videos
you need
alone.
to be stronger in tech. Oh jeez, that's embarrassing.
Oh man, did the air just kick in? All right, so if there's an ambient noise change, right, the air finally kicked in. Yeah. Oh, wow, that's a different kind of air that just kicked in. Yep, there we go. This is what it's like working together. We're going to bring
Grown
this
man.
up in a little bit. Please, 2 grown men that still
Grown man.
giggle at toilet humor,
Yes.
and I hope it never changes.
What is furries.com?
This is from Travis Nagata. Which flavor of iPhone is your favorite? I want to taste them all, but I want to start off strong.
Rose gold, I guess, because
That tastes the best?
rose hips are often incorporated into vitamin C. So I'm assuming if it's which flavor, rose would technically be a flavor. So rose gold would be my favorite flavor of iPhone. My favorite iPhone was the iPhone 4S. Yeah,
you know
it was
what?
the iPhone 4S. It was the most rock solid one. It
Yep.
lasted. It was just reliable. I am not a fan of my current iPhone.
That's another question.
Yeah,
I was
that's
gonna
another.
ask
I don't
you.
want to. Yeah.
No, we'll get to that. That was one of my Mitchie
Okay.
the Kid questions
Okay,
to you.
cool. I'm candy crushing right now.
Oh, sorry.
if
Go
just
ahead. You
wouldn't
go
mind.
crush
Thank
that
you.
candy.
It's good.
See, he is a gamer.
There you go.
And a little rude.
There you go.
Have you ever played any of the games you've voiced? Now, this goes into the gamer. A lot of questions. But this is kind of a cool thing. I like this question because there is sort of a, oh my gosh, I am playing as my own character.
Yeah, yeah. Of
Does it
course.
give you joy? It's kind of weird and fun, right?
Well, one of the reasons why I like it is just because it's so rare that we get to even know what we're doing or what we're a part of. Like
Right.
you go
When you're
in,
doing it, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you go in, you record, and it's like I've always say it's like you birth this vocal baby, and then
Ooh.
you hand it over to a bunch of people, and it's up to them if the baby's going to turn out kind of ugly or pretty or this kind of thing. Yeah, it's a good analogy.
I like that
it's
analogy.
a good analogy.
It's gross, but I
Exactly.
like it.
It's good.
You know, I think I'd like to jump in and answer this too because it's weird to play as yourself, but it's so much fun to play a game that your friend is
Your
the voice
friends
of.
are in, yes.
I
That's
sit
hilarious.
there and I laugh. I think it was it Dying Light?
Yes.
Now Dying Light must
Kyle
have been an
Crane.
odd one to record because as you're recording it, there's a lot of strain, and that was the mix of parkour with everything in at the same time. So conceptually, you must have thought while you're reading this, what is going on? People love it, and it's a great fun game to play.
Great game. Tons of
Fighting and
replay
parkour
value.
and so much fun, but I'm sitting there going, oh, Roger, kill those bad guys. And in that same unattractively squealy high voice,
Yeah.
you kill them. Oh, look, you escaped using your parkour. It's because, oh, Roger, you're
Yeah.
great. And that's how I sit there. And Tracy's laughing. My wife is laughing at me going, guess he's playing a game that Roger's
Yeah.
in. But it gives me joy. It's like I'm playing as my friend. It gives me a lot of joy. Have you ever done a performance, because I know that I have, that when you watch or listen to it, you're like, ooh, I'm not thrilled with what I did there.
Oh, all
Are
the
you
time.
self-critical? Because I watch stuff and I always
All
think,
the time.
oh, I could have done that, or oh, I don't like the way that's. Do you ever listen to something and go, wow, yeah, I don't like listening to this?
I don't think I've ever listened to something and thought that I could have done, and not thought that I could have
Well,
done
you're
something
hard on
better.
yourself. You're naturally,
No.
you're like, you like to nail things, get them right, and
Yeah.
we're professionals. I get that. But you are hard on yourself. But you do get that same feeling like, yeah, it's hard to listen to something sometimes. It's hard.
I think one of the best examples of this is I made it one of my performances, one of my literally my very first video game role. Kim DeJohn was the character's name.
Okay.
Kim DeJohn of 7 Homes and 2 Moms.
What?
Or 7 Moms and 2 Homes or something like that, right?
That's a lot of moms for
So
one
get
day.
this, it was for a game called Castle Shikigami 2, which I never even saw Castle Shikigami 1.
Maybe it was a Japan-only release?
It's like, I think so,
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
a very likely
I just went
could
out
have
on a
been.
limb there,
I was told it went from 2 different languages before it got to us and was
dear.
directly translated. And it made it onto
Literal.
it made it onto a website called Audio Atrocities, where they take horrible performances. Yeah. They take horrible performances from gaming and all this kind of stuff. And it's like literally my performance is on there. But there was one line throughout this whole thing. And we were like, yeah, it's like a shooting game with like weird little cutscenes of like comic book things in between. We're like, okay. So there's one line, I've told this story before, like on cons and stuff
Right,
like that. But there's one line and it was might with an exclamation mark. M-I-G-H-T, might. So we just assume, oh, it's like, might. Like it's a battle cry.
Or it could have been a response. Are you going to do? I don't know. So
Oh,
what
there you
was
go.
it?
Like, yeah, that'd be like slang. Like,
Yeah,
might.
might. So what did it end up being?
So we record the entire script, and at the very end, we're done with the recording session, and there's no budget for like going back and starting over doing any kind of that stuff. We find out that Might is the name of another character, and so the joke that I always make is that it's the equivalent of me like literally through a game going, Larry, Larry, Larry,
What an angry
Larry. How about this? I'll go to Sheba Matthew. Hello, Sheba. She asks, what is the best way to test an external hard drive? Which is a really good question. For you, I know how I would do it. Throw it against the wall and see if it sticks. That's how you know when it's done.
I think we should stick with that.
Okay.
And by the way, if you're cool with it, I'd like to link. I'd like to show people what your Instagram account is.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, because he is. I know he downplays it. He's a humble dude, but he's an amazing photographer. His astrophotography has other photographers that have been doing it far longer than he has. Going, oh my God, how'd you get that picture? And that's the truth.
All right.
All right. So
There
I will
are
put
some
those
amazing astrophotographers.
No,
out
there
that
are.
are doing incredible work, and I'm a hobbyist at best.
But
so.
I wanna link so you can decide for yourselves.
Okay.
Listen, this is going a little bit off topic. I know we've been spending a lot of time doing this together. There's something we need to discuss. Now, Roger and I, both in the same industry, I'm proud to say very good friends, and we've worked together, which isn't always the best recipe, because even though we're highly professional people,
Distraction.
we're still dudes, and if there's something in a script that makes us giggle, we kind of can't look at each other when we work. We have to sort of angle ourselves away.
Yep.
But I really blame Roger for this, because in addition to doing great voices, he's also known for his amazing in-studio sound effects. Not always appropriate. For example, just to give people an idea before we get to the good stuff, the baby noise. How do you do the baby? See, now, that's amazing. Look at that.
Shut up, baby.
How does he do that? Okay, and then
I don't.
The baby makes kills me every time. And then of course, can you time it with me sitting down? Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Chicks dig it. Chicks dig it.
This
Big time.
is why you hire.
I dress
Roger.
like a dad. And I'm known for doing this kind of thing.
I can't even do that.
No, one of my favorite things is watching other, like Montserrat Hernandez on Ben 10. She's been trying to learn this. Courtney Taylor, a coworker that we work. Courtney was at
It's
a
so
con.
easy for you.
And she was just, there's lots of different, tonalities, and here you go.
That's a squeaker.
Yeah.
Do you have names for them? Because I would name
no,
these.
I
Okay.
don't really, because that'd be immature.
Can I do the
Mitchell,
sitting? Can I sit into this again?
If you want to.
I'm gonna do a longer sit.
Okay.
Here we go. And he would do this at a gig, by the way.
You broke it up.
So I broke it up. Here we go.
You broke it up.
That clearly
again,
is a
grown
prelude.
men.
That's a prelude to
Yep.
something really bad about to happen.
No, it is.
Just like we
Yeah.
ate lunch together, and I
Yeah.
have to leave very quickly.
There's the cough cover up. That's another one that we like, because we've heard this in studios before,
Okay.
with somebody who goes like, and they try to cover it up, but the timing's not quite right. I don't know. Why are we talking about this?
Dude, we're ending on this because I cannot top.
I'm weak.
I cannot top a great hand farter. If you like this video, please feel free to give us a.
I'm just doing your outro music.
Or thank you, a thumbs up. Leave a comment below, and please subscribe, because we do a lot of really cool giveaways, and subscribing always helps us bring you these videos. So, big thanks to Roger Craig Smith and his hand gas. We hope to have you back, and we will see you on the next one.
Why am I single?